Blue Line Bears loves Fox and Friends. Tell us about Blue Line Bears.
It's my nonprofit, and I make teddy bears out of the uniform shirts of fallen police officers and give them to their families.
Well, the Blue Line Bears making an appearance yesterday on Fox and Friends. The nonprofit organization is the brainchild of 15-year-old Megan O'Grady. The goal is to keep fallen officers' memories alive, especially for many kids who would be too young to remember those that were lost.
Megan O'Grady, the founder of Blue Line Bears, along with her mother, Susie, and her father, Patrick, and Florida Police Sergeant, I should point out. Megan, Patrick, Susie, thanks for joining us now as a father of 2 daughters and a 16-year-old close to you. I cannot tell you how impressed I am with you, Megan.
Thank you.
This is just awesome. First, why did you do this? When did this start, and how did you decide to do it?
After the tragedy in Dallas where the 5 officers were killed, my dad is a police officer, so it hit close to home for me because it was kind of like this could happen to my dad. And like, I'm lucky that it hasn't, but it's the reality for some children that this happens. And it was the first big one that actually hit me because when you're a little kid, you don't really see it. You just kind of like, that would never happen. But that was the first one that really hit me. So that's the main thing for it.
So you just thought, I'm going to make some bears.
And you've delivered to that point, you've delivered 230 hand-sewn bears to police departments across the country, 29 states. It takes 4 days for a bear. The idea of a bear to a child, what is it meant to symbolize?
It's kind of like, it's a way to, it's like a physical way to hold the parent again, kind of.
Because of the uniform is a part of the bear. Explain that to our viewers. So the bear is made of, constructed with the uniform of a fallen officer.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And actually has a badge.
Yeah, it has the patches of the uniform, and then we take off the buttons from the button-down shirt, and we make them the eyes and the nose. And we keep the patches on the arms, and we keep, like, if they have hash marks and everything, we keep those on there and everything.
I mean, Patrick, you're a police officer yourself, a proud father this morning. Thanks for coming to the plaza yesterday and raising awareness about this is a very cool cause. What does it mean to you to see your daughter sort of owning your profession the way that she does?
It's amazing. You know, for some of the families, you know, you look at the way, you know, police officers are treated throughout the United States. Not by all people, but there's, you know, a segment that they don't see the heart behind the badge. They don't see that we have families. They, you know, they don't see that, you know, we swore an oath to protect them no matter what. Like them or not, we will protect them. That's our job.
Susie, let me ask you, as a proud mother and wife, you know, we are in this hyper anti-police environment. For whatever reason, it's NFL Sunday. We may even have people kneeling, unfortunately, disrespectful. What has it been for you to see the sacrifices you made for your family, for him to serve our nation, putting his life on the line every day, and now your daughter honoring her father so unbelievably heroically?
Well, obviously, I'm very proud of both of them, proud of her for this, and proud of him for what he does every day. It's been a tough few years, I would say, as a mom, you know, trying to protect your kids from the reality that their dad is in danger pretty much every day he goes to work. That's been really tough. And actually, we tried to keep the Dallas thing from Megan because she's always been a little sensitive. And so this has been good. It's been a positive outlet for our family to hopefully raise awareness for the fact that there are families behind the men and women who go out every day.
Megan, you're 15. You hang out with other teenagers. What is their view of police officers and the role that they play in their lives?
Well, of course, actually, this happened yesterday. I kind of put on social media that there was like a big thing happening, and it related to Blue Line Bears, and there was a few people from my school that were like, "What's Blue Line Bears?" And I explained it to them, and one of them was just like, "Oh." And it's kind of like I have one of two results from like what I do. I either have people that are super like, yes, this is awesome, and then I have kids that are super anti-police still, and they kind of like try to steer clear from me because they know what I do. But usually they are usually they're super supportive, but most of the time I don't really bring it up. So
How does it make you feel, though? I want to drill down on that. As a father of a 16-year-old, I can push you a little bit because I want to know how you feel, because you're defending what the respect for law enforcement, and you know firsthand what your father's trying to do. And the people that say they don't like police, guess who they call when they get in trouble? The police.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel when you hear those comments?
it really hurts, like, a lot, because it's an attack not only on my dad, but like what I believe in too, and the entire community. Like it's an attack on those who have fallen for what they do, and they're killed because of what they do. And so it's really hard on me, but usually I'm able to pull it together. There was one time in class that someone said something, and it wasn't exactly anti-police, but it was just kind of like a statement that got me mad, and I like screamed. But this was at the very beginning of Blue Line Bears, so now I've been able to control myself and keep it in. And like, I usually am just kind of like, I disagree, but okay.
Sure.
So
we live in a free country where they
Wow.
can express themselves, but you have a strong point. We have very patriotic viewers here at Fox and Friends who love the police and what they do every single day. Patrick, you amongst them. How can folks get involved with what you're doing at Blue Line Bears? How can they support it? What's the website? What more can they do?
our main thing right now the main thing that we use to advertise for is Facebook, and it's just Blue Line Bears. And on there you can buy like T-shirts and everything, and all profits go back into Blue Line Bears and towards making the bears and families. And then you can also go to our website, which is www.bluelinebears.org, and that's the main two things.
Very cool.
Megan O'Grady, you are a hero.
Thank you.
Well done.
As is your father and all the spouses that support those who serve. It's just as difficult knowing that your husband or wife is coming out and putting their life on the line every single day. We're thankful for what you do.
And now that you've been on TV, you're about to do a lot of sewing, I think, Susan. Thanks for changing your flight, and thank you for being here, Megan
you.
O'Grady, Patrick, and
bless you.
Susie.
Thank you.